This is your girl Queen Dee Dee. I'm back in the house with you. I just had to bring this story to you. Um, the Lord's so good until I didn't even look for this story. I swear I was sitting there getting ready to edit, but I had to go back to a video. And I seen this guy and he said, "Dear black women, I'm sorry." And something just told me to click on him. I stopped everything just to click on him. If I could show y'all me editing, you won't believe it. And something just told me to listen. I listened to literally 10 seconds and I said no. Like I always do. I said no, I wanna come to you with it because I like to come with my mind fresh. I don't like to think about things I'm gonna say. I like to come to you because when I flow, I like to go. So I want you to hear what this man's saying because at least the first 10 seconds of it, it got my attention. I don't know what it was about them 10 seconds. You be the judge. This video is 6 minutes and 29 seconds. It's coming to you from Controversial Shannon. He got 3.7 thousand likes on this, whatever this video is. 830 comments, 31,000 views, and it was 2 weeks ago. Let's listen to what Controversial Shannon has to say about this.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that we live in a generation full of bussy popping black men with podcasts that have more smoke for women than they do a man. I am so sorry that a man like Anton Daniels can get online and call black women the enemy and say that black women have done more harm to black men than any white man. But if I was to flip it and say the exact same thing about us, they'd get mad. I'm sorry that a whole bunch of men are online cyber sucking each other up for male validation of bad dating experiences. I'm sorry that the little black girl will grow up to hate the little black boy because these black men with podcasts are leading the young men astray. I'm so sorry that these men will not defend you from such harmful rhetoric where they throw y'all all under the bus, but yet they call themselves leaders, providers, and protectors, and they ain't leading and providing and protecting a goddamn thing. They won't even protect y'all from harmful rhetoric from other men online because they agree with it in their heart. I'm so sorry that these black men with podcasts will present themselves as godly men, but then have a whole doctrine and rhetoric full of demonic principles. Full of they have a demonic tongue. I'm so sorry that black men will not defend you from men like that, and yet in that they actually applaud those type of men. That is the type of man that they put on a pedestal and say that he's a real one when he's a demon. I'm so sorry that y'all have to live in this generation full of soft, weak, effeminate, buck-broken men. I apologize. Truly I am. Because when you're asking, where are the good black men? Why is this how they really feel about you? The truth of the matter is, yes. There is a large number of black men that really hate black women for no reason. They'll blame you for everything. They'll throw you under the bus. They'll let a man say, hey, black women have done more harm to black men than any white man, to your face. And those men will applaud it. And they get a following of other black men saying that that is true. And no black man is around to say anything because everybody got a red pill up their butt. So black women, I apologize that the black men of today, especially the ones with podcasts, have become soft. And they would rather be in relationship with a man based on the way that they talk about women. That's what I can only assume. Not trying to be mean, but I can only assume it. Because they never have anything good to say about black women. They never bring up honorable black women. Because they believe that the good black woman is a minority. So I'm sorry that y'all gotta get, thrown under the bus with the degenerate black women. I apologize that men today are afraid of other men. That they simply will not step up and be the protector, leader, or provider that they claim to be. But then want you to submit to brokenness, bitterness, foolishness. No. Black women, I'm sorry that every man that steps up and calls out the person who is spreading toxic rhetoric, I'm sorry that that man gets called a simp or a panderer, but these guys are sipping to other men, dropping merch, building a whole platform off of a black woman, dissing you for your education, saying that you are out of order, saying that you need to get back in the house and make them a sandwich and don't even have a goddamn kitchen. I apologize that the black men with podcasts are the loudest voices and the ones who actually care enough to try to balance this thing out don't get the attention that's needed. I'm sorry that they'll rather listen to the devil's message than a godly message. I apologize. And I feel sorry for you. But I'm not going to lie to you. It ain't going to get better. They will continue to drop content and they will hate you for the rest of your existence. Because they are sowing a seed of, they're sowing a toxic, demonic seed into the hearts of other men, and the men are eating it up. But yet, these will be the same men that say that they love black women, they want them to do better. No, they don't. They love beating you down. They love being the slave master. So black women, I apologize that not a lot of men will step up to the plate and call it out. But y'all keep y'all head up. Y'all continue to excel. Y'all continue to succeed. Get your education. You don't need to be married. Get your education. Live your life. Be happy. And if these black men want to say that y'all are evil, leave them alone. Leave them in the dust. I don't know what it's going to take for men to take a stand for their sisters. I don't know what to tell you. But I do want to say I am deeply sorry that we have allowed losers, bald-headed Ninja Turtle men with beards to have a platform, fat men, to be the loudest voices. I apologize, but it's not gonna get better. Y'all have a good day.
He said so much in his 6 minutes that I honestly been saying in all my videos. Go back and listen to them. I even got cute with it in the last video that I did. I'll post the end of that video. Let's get started with this one.
Dear black woman, I just want to say I'm sorry.
Dear black man, whether you believe it or not, even if we didn't listen to the rest of your video, thank you for apologizing. Thank you for apologizing. Thank you for being man enough to even say the word "you sorry." And you said it so far to where the sum of 31,000 people heard it. That makes me feel a whole lot better, because I know sometimes videos like this that other people need to hear, they don't get as much recognition. I literally just said that. I just said it. Go back and look at the video with Kevin Samuels versus Steve Harvey. I got on them. I just said it. They got a bigger platform than us. People don't want to hear what the good messages are. They want to hear Cardi B. They want to hear stuff like that. These people are already filthy rich. They already entertainment. Why entertain on us like that? So if we don't listen to anything else, thank you for at least apologizing. That let me know right there. That's what I told you guys. I didn't listen to this no more than 10 seconds. And something said, no, I better back up and don't even get started.
I'm sorry that we live in a generation full of bussy popping black men with podcasts.
I said it. That's what they do. They get on their podcast, and when they realize that talking about sports don't pay off that much because everybody talking about sports on their channel. When they notice that I better not talk politics, they back away from politics too, because they know you're going to make someone mad on one end. And remember, they answer to the white man. That's the main one they're going to make mad, because you already know they either fighting for you to be Democrat or they killing you if you don't want to be Republican. So they get on their platform and they decided that we're the basis around anything for them to talk about, because the other things that they're talking about, it get old. It get worn out. Nobody cares. Matter of fact, denounced, because he's not voting Republican, denounced. Oh, he's Democrat, denounced. Yeah, he a black man. We don't trust him anyway. See, they can't talk about certain things and certain people. So they had to get their podcast and figure out who was the next best and the weakest that they could beat down and make some money off of. Let's keep going.
That have more smoke for women than they do a man. I am so sorry.
Thank you. They got more smoke for women than they do for a man. I've been saying it in all the videos. They have become submissive. I had a man come on my podcast, on my channel. He literally messaged me. I read it in one of my other videos. He told me I was crazy. I was mental. He messed up for me. He said I was delusional. I didn't understand why I was delusional. We got a podcaster reporting on Judge Mathis' wife saying that she committed adultery. I'm saying, why would you spread a rumor? That made me crazy? No, I'm defending the truth. But it just happened to be I got to defend the truth because you're bashing and you're dragging a black queen through the mud and you giving her a reputation and a title and she didn't deserve it. But the guy said I was mental, but he called me mental while I'm defending a woman for beating up a black woman. I happen to be mental. I couldn't believe it.
That a man like Anton Daniels can get online and call black women the enemy.
They call us more than the enemy. And you wonder, how did we become the enemy and we're the one that birthed them? We became the enemy. But you know what? Have anybody ever had one of their kids that turned on them? Have anybody ever had one of their loved ones that turned their back on them? All of a sudden just started disliking them for absolutely no reason. And you wonder, okay, what would I have done to make you hate me this much? I can understand when it's someone that actually did something. I understand when it's someone that actually gave you a reason to feel that way. But I can't for the life of me understand. And honestly, just me being on here this short time, it also started making me feel as though, am I wrong? Am I fighting a battle? Because to be honest with you, I don't see women step up. And I almost, a couple of days ago, I almost said, no, I'm going to find something else to talk about, because even though it burdens me to the bottom of my heart, women not going to stand up and fight for me. Even though they could watch me get beat to a pulp by a man with his comment after comment after comment, they'll watch the video and won't even like it. Won't even say, that's right, we're tired of it. They won't even, I fight more to get respect from the men to respect us black women. And the black women will be watching and they won't even catch my back. And they don't understand. That's why men come in flocks like that and they stick together. They got a bro code. Women don't have a code because they still want to be with the bro. They don't want to let the bro know when there's a no. So they're not going to stand with me. Even though their same bro is on the Kevin Samuels channel. Their same bro is on the O'Shea Jackson channel. They're on these channels where they're beating a woman to a pulp. But like they said, a piece of man is better than no man.
And say that black women have done more harm to black men than any white man.
I don't know how we done harm to them if we let them in. We let you in. We let you come into this world. That means we did a lot for you. If you could bear a baby, you will understand. If you can have a child, you'll understand what women go through. We already start off going through pain by bringing you here. Then we go through another set of pain because we do everything in our power to protect you, because there's no mother. There's no mother or father that want to see their kid leave this earth before them. So we protect you. We'll fight for you. We'll put our life on the line, especially a black woman. And yes, we get loud about it at times. That's just in our nature. We're used to fighting. But who are we fighting for? Who are we fighting against most of the time? One thing that's going to happen, wolves turn on each other. Wolves turn on each other.
If I was to flip it and say the exact same thing about us, they'd get mad. I'm sorry that a whole bunch of men are online cyber sucking each other up for male validation of bad dating experiences.
Just like that. You said a whole mouthful. They need to be validated. Even though they know good and well when they leave these men, they more ussy whooped than the lady is whooped. They'll fight if they know she messing with somebody else. But they got to get on these sites, and what they doing, they raising the pocket of whoever site they own, just bashing women, beat us to a pulp. And the man had the nerve to tell me I am trying to break women up from their family. You're commenting on my video about a Kevin Samuels video bashing black women, and you're telling me I'm trying to break women up from their houses? Do you not know who Kevin Samuels is? This man was definitely not for women, and didn't even have one. Divorced multiple times. Never showed a woman on sight. But he got these men to attract behind him, and they became submissive, and they don't want to believe it because they was wearing pantyhose, and they don't want to accept the fact that y'all soft, because Kevin Samuel said it himself. Men, our soft skills suck. I keep telling y'all, he said it. Soft skills is what your mother taught you. The reason why your soft skills started sucking because you started following a father. A father don't come with soft skills. They're masculine. Once they start getting off on their own, they forget what their mama taught them. Then they start doing things their way. And that's when the equation start going bad, because now you got a kid that's listening to mama, then listening to daddy, and God forbid that kid is in a separate house. You got to visit daddy this weekend with his views. You got to visit mama that way with her softness. You don't know which way you should go. But then now you got to be held to a certain standard, child, because now you got friends you got to look up to. So now you got to act hard like daddy. The cycle goes on just like that. But how did us as black women become the problem there? Black men, you've had problems with white men your whole life. How did you turn on us? Why don't you beat the white man to the Pope? Why don't you post videos about white women? You know why? Because you scared them white daddies gonna get you. So the easiest one for you to target is black women. That's what and they're making money off of us. That's what I just told my ladies. We should get paid for them calling our names on everything. Black woman is black woman, that black woman loud, black woman ugly, black woman got a big booty, black woman got an ass, black woman. What don't we do for y'all? And the problem with it is, if you ask the average black man, how does a white man feel about this queen? He'll be embarrassed to tell it, because he already know white men love black women. That's why they treat us like that, because they are jealous of us. They jealous of us, but they can't live without us. They cannot live without us. So they decided to try to enslave us by getting on Kevin Samuel's show, beating women down. When I'm listening to one video, Kevin Samuel's, oh, you just left your husband. You just this is why black men don't like to be with white women, black men, and I'm saying to myself, but Kevin, you don't hear this woman? If she's been with her man ever since she was 18 years old from high school. She's 27 years old with 2 children. She's ready to be out. You didn't hear that something was wrong? No, he didn't hear anything was wrong, because he's too busy beating up black women. That's all they see. For some reason, they want black women to be submissive to them, and we're not doing it. You get submissiveness when you submit. That don't make you soft. That make you take my heart and hold it in your hand at that point, because I'm ready to give it to you, because I could trust that you really want me and that you respect me. But it's hard when you can't get that. It's hard. It's hard being in a house with a man that treats you any kind of way behind closed doors. But when they get in front of someone, they're your best. Hey, baby, this my wife, right? You know, all of that type of stuff, man. Leave that banter for Playhouse. That's the reality show. That's why certain people can't stay in marriages, because it's fake. It's fake. It's fake. At the end of the day, I don't even have to listen to the rest of what he's saying. We literally just got the point across. We got the point across from a black man's perspective. Why are you constantly blaming us black women for everything? We're not your enemy. We're your money maker. We're not your enemy. We are your money maker. We make you money. Why is it that you get to downgrade black women and put them on your podcast and put them on your radio stations and stuff like that? But why are you not being sued for using us and you're making money off of us? Women, y'all want to be smart. Try to find a way to sue them. They're bashing you, slandering. And it's okay. And then they take it, they go round in a circle with you. It's this one guy, they say he out of Atlanta somewhere. He go and he interview homeless people. But I'm wondering, how are you interviewing all homeless women and then you manipulate them into sleeping with them? Yes, I'm about to air that story. It's horrible. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for acknowledging that we're not crazy. I'm not crazy for being on the journey that I'm on. And you also taught me something else too. It honestly and truly not all of y'all. Thank you so much. And I think I needed to run across this video also is because I need to remember, and everybody have their faults. I need to constantly remember that it's not all men. It's not all men. And us as women know that it's not all men. We know that. But it's hard when you get to a point where every time you turn, you don't know which one you could trust, because I get over here, I can't put my heart there. I get there, I can't put my heart there. And then the minute they get mad, you a B-I-T-C-H. You a H-O-E. Then they go talking to their friends Debo and them. It's a shame. And then you got good men like you. You got men like Steve Harvey. You got the grown men that don't appreciate you disrespecting queens like that. Then you got to be called the sucker and a sissy. It's wrong. It's wrong. The hardest part, to be honest with you, the hardest part about this fight for me, not that I got to go toe-to-toe with a bunch of black men that I know gonna beat me to a pulp, but boy, I'm gonna try to keep my strength. And long as the Lord got me, hey, when he take a hold of you, when he got you right there, ain't nothing you can do. There's nothing. When he tell you he got you, there's nothing. There's nothing you can do. Nothing. So the hardest part of my fight is you can't get a woman to go along with you, because they think they fighting because they're about to lose their man. It don't have nothing to do with you losing your man. If you want to stay with your man, you have to start setting boundaries. They scared to speak up. They scared to let these men know you're hurting me. I got to leave you. I don't care if it's been 39 years. I don't care if it's been 30 years. That lets you know I'm not a woman that give up like that. If it took me this long and I'm still here. But you will still get the finger pointed at you. George Matthews. Oh, she's 30. She's been married 39 years. Why would she be leaving now? She did it as long as she could. Man told him, don't follow me. Oh, she 50, almost 50 years old, and she just getting her life together. No, my life is just getting started. My life been started. My life is enhancing. It has nothing to do with just starting. But they don't get it, because those are the same narcissists. They'll say anything to you to get you to just go their way and accept their behavior. Black women, you got the power. You got the power to control a lot of things. You got 3 things. You need a mind, mouth, and that cootie cat. You don't have to give none of it up if you don't want to. Use it for you. It's nothing. It's not a defense mechanism to keep men from this. No, it's to set your boundaries. He just said it. You stop giving it to them, they'll have to act right. What they gonna do? Go to Transhika? But you go into a transgender? Okay, go ahead. Let them go. That's the problem. Black women's be, once you get something, and these are the same women that they talking about. You scared to let your man go even though he's doing you wrong. But then you got Kevin Samuels and you got O'Shea Jackson and you got the whole Corey Holcomb and all of them saying, oh, black women this and black women that. But if we this, that, and other, why do we wait so long to leave? Why don't women bond together? They don't bond together because they scared of these men. They scared to leave them. They really feel like a piece of man is better than no man.
I want to say I am deeply sorry.
Thank you. And we deeply, honestly, and truly accept your apology. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for doing a public announcement. And thank you also because 31,000 people were able to view this. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This is your girl, Queen Dee Dee, with Dee Dee Said It. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I just say get to know me. What makes us so powerful as a third race black woman? We're stronger than black men because who is the true enemy of a black man? Who is the true enemy of a black man? I bet you don't know. Hey, but I do. The true enemy of a black man, they're submissive to a white man. They can't bring them down. So what they do is they turned against the strongest power that stand, and that's a black woman. They turn against us because they can't take a white man down the way a black woman can. A white man crave you black women. I don't care how he don't want to show you in public. He'll always want you. Just why do you think people are always talking about black women? Why are we not millionaire and billionaires by now? We should be paid every time they use us in any of their analogies. We should be paid anytime they use us as cotton fields and all kind of stuff they always use. Ain't your mama with the do-rag on her head. We are always used. You should Google it. Black women are the ones that they're always talking about. We supersede all of it, including men. They racially profile our men, yeah. But that's just it. Oh, they're thugs, yeah. But guess what else? They racially profile black women even way more. From, oh, she was loud. Oh, she was ghetto. Oh, she was dramatic. Oh, she was this.